Bob, I'm ready to start the cooking videos. Bertoli, Ziploc. All right. Ranzoni. Can you spare it? Let's begin. A hot dog man on the streets of New York. When I was growing up, it cost 5 cents for a hot dog. Hot dog on a bun, a little bit of mustard, sauerkraut, some hot pepper. I can close my eyes right now and I can see New York in the summertime and a hot dog man on the streets. Oh, New York is great. Look at this. Hello there, how you doing? Let's see, where's the menu? Oh, here's the menu. Hot dogs, very good. We'll have a hot dog and mustard and sauerkraut.
Please.
Oh, wonderful. That looks so good. A lot of mustard. Oh, how nice. Let me see that. Oh, that's great. Beautiful. Mustard, very good. Can I have some sauerkraut? Excellent. Oh, wonderful. That's plenty, I think. Good. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, here's the menu. Thank you very much. A little hot pepper. You have some hot pepper? Okay, which one are you going to bite? This is my end. Okay, here you go. Hot pepper. Oh, this is so good. You remember, Carol, when we had the hot dog and the Yoo-Hoo?
Pavarotti.
And we went to see Pavarotti and he sang and we had tears in our eyes and a big lump in our throat. He was either a great singer or the mustard, you know, just came up on you. New York, New York. What a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the traffic is everywhere. Broadway shows, music, people, energy, life. Oh, Carolyn, I love New York. And oh my goodness, the food. Oh, Pan, so white. Who's gonna have time to make love tonight? You. And here's how you do it. This is called Easy Does a Chicken. You just take a piece of chicken, take off the skin. Very important. I knew Mae West. I worked with her one time, and she always told me to take off the skin. Ba-dum, pum, 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 boom, dee-ding, dun, dun, pa, pa, yum, ta-tum, ta-tum, boom, da-dee, dun, 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 boom, shh. Boom. You take the chicken and you lay it in a dish. Look, without the skin. You don't need the skin. Now, this was given to me by my conductor's wife, Jerry, who said, she said, it's so easy. And that's why I called it Easy Does It. You put the chicken. Now, I'm just taking this, some fresh basil. Here you go. About 2 or 3 onions, big onions, right? Here you go. Onions. Onions. Fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes, you just cover that. This is a spaghetti sauce. Here you go. You take this, you put it in the oven, covered. When you uncover it, you haven't been around to stir this, you haven't been around to do anything. This takes care of itself. Just take it out of the oven and you'll have a feast. Oh, see? So here it is. Now, this is a small version. This is like for 2, 3, 4 people. The point is that all the time that the chicken was sitting, even without the skin, was sitting in that sauce, you're getting a sauce wonderfully made, tastefully being added to by the sweet onions. No garlic here, remember that. And what happens is you have, and that's why it's called Easy Does It, a simple little dish. You put this in the oven, make love to your husband. By the time you're ready for dinner, you've got some chicken to wrap around his lips. Oh, eat this. Thanks a lot. Okay. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, what's fresh today?
Everything, baby.
Everything. You son of a gun. Oh, it's beautiful. Dee Dee, how you doing?
Sweetie, how are you?
Nice to see you.
It's always a pleasure to see a man that can do things like you can do.
I would like a roast beef, turkey,
Little
corned
pastrami,
beef,
it's hot.
little pastrami, and Swiss cheese sandwich.
Maybe some tomato, if you don't mind. Good. And some cheese. Great. Looks good. I hope it's enough.
This is Wolf's famous oversized sandwich. Is that wonderful? Now you need 2 Dagwood bumpsticks to eat this. Carol, how you
We're
doing?
late.
We're late.
Come
oh,
on.
wait, let me just see. Oh, it's so good. Okay, can I have this in the bag, please?
Oh, sure.
Oh, thanks a lot. The soup I won't take now. Just let me say, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Ooh, it's still warm. That was delicious. Are you kidding? Oh, look at this. A doggy bag. We're gonna get a dog. Okay, there's a lot of ways to make stuffed mushrooms, but what I like to do is start with garlic, naturally, and I take the meat from a sweet sausage and I pull it out of its casing and fry that all up. So what happens is you're going to get a very tasty stuffing. So you take 2 sausages and remove the meat and then leave the casing for somebody else. Now, when that's all fried up and wonderful, in the mixing bowl, I put some breadcrumbs, a couple of spoons of grated cheese, all this wonderful garlic and sausage, little egg, mix it all up. Parsley. Ya-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da. Now take the stems, save them for another time. Stuff those mothers. Here you go. Save your stems and fill your holes like that. See, now you got sausage and you got the olive oil, which is so healthy for you, you know. Olive oil is a mono, unsaturated, and it breaks down cholesterol. It's terrific, you know. Oh, did you see the Dom DeLuise show? Yeah, isn't that fun? Did you see 21 Jump Street with my son Peter? Isn't he something? I'm so thrilled about that. Okay, now I stuff these like this, and you put them in an oven. And what happens is you can add a little bit, if you want, of chicken stock or something on the bottom just to keep them moist. You keep them in an oven, and here's what happens. Oh, is that good? Oh, ow. Oh, Peter, can you taste one of these? Just tell me if they're all right. Ooh. This mushroom. Tell me if you like them.
Is there garlic in it?
You little garlic.
I got a date later.
Oh, it's all right. Just rub one of these on the girl's thighs, and you won't notice anything about it. Is it good?
Can I have another one?
Yeah. Well, can't you tell if they're good yet?
They're great, but
Well,
I want to keep them for
Yeah.
my date.
Okay. Well, the thing is, the main thing about these is that they're tasty. They're a good hors d'oeuvre, and they go very good with the main dish. So, for you, nothing. Peter! New Yorkers, come here, listen, I got something to tell you.
How'd you like to have lasagna tonight? I know where Nathan's is giving away free hot dogs. Let's go!
Oh, I didn't know you were there. Sorry, I was just... Listen, we're gonna make Lucy's pasta. Very simple. Frying pan, olive oil. Now for this dish, I like to use the 100% virgin olive oil. The flavor really helps it out. Some garlic, of course. And then we cut our onions into crescents. Crescents, you know, like the moon. So we have a lot of those. And then we gently brown those onions. You know what, when you have a leg of lamb or something and the onions get real kind of brown and toasty and they're delicious? Well, that's how the onions are going to get.
Now I'm cooking a pound of spaghetti with lots and lots of boiling water, to which I have added no salt. In New York, that's pronounced water.
The next step is very simple. You take an egg. Actually, you take 4 eggs. You know, it's so funny because I was in Africa and I did a film and I got this egg as an ostrich egg. In Africa, this recipe calls for 1/10 of an egg. You know, it's big. So the point is that, I'm sorry, I had no idea. Gee, that woman lives closer than I thought. Okay, now, you take 4 eggs. Here we go. I made egg, wrong. you take 4 eggs.
Okay, good.
I'm going to put 5 in because these are not jumbos. These are not a jumbo. I don't want that in there. Little shell. Okay, I'm going to put 5. Now, I like to put the grated cheese in with the egg. You know what's going to cook this? This egg gets beaten up, and the pasta is going to cook this egg. See, this is raw egg. It's a very interesting dish. When I was a little boy living in Brooklyn, there was a lady upstairs whose name was Lucy. She was like a second mother to me. She was so kind to me. I really loved her very much. Man. Oh. She used to make this, and it was a great thing to go visit her. I would have sometimes a snack, you know, when they were having supper. I'd go up for a snack. And the wonderful thing was that she loved me like a son, too. It was really a nice kind of a relationship. And it's a very nice peasant dish because it only costs 20 cents. I mean, you get an onion, some pasta, fresh basil. The most expensive thing is a grated cheese. You can find an onion in the street, you know. I shall always remember Lucy for this dish and for her love. Now, I have that's chopped basil. Now, you can serve this with some basil, and I'm just putting big pieces of basil in the egg, just like that. Here we go. See that? All right, now, I'm going to take the pasta that is done, which I have stirred. When you weren't looking, I stirred it. Okay? It's al dente. It's done. Yes, let me just test that. See if it's done. Here you go. Oh. Yes. Some people take one of these and they throw it against the wall. If it sticks, watch. If it sticks against the wall, then you know it's done.
If it sticks against the wall, it's done.
If it sticks against the wall, it's done. Michael, I'm so sorry. I thought...
Pop, I think it's done. What do you think?
I think it's done. I didn't know you were...
So.
It bounced.
Yeah.
And then I'm really sorry. Did you want to... Michael, you
That's
were
okay. But
so...
are we going to eat soon?
We're going to eat soon. I'm going to just finish this dish. He was in...
Yeah, these are done.
One big family with Danny Thomas. Now, Danny Thomas never threw spaghetti at him. Never. But I did because I'm his dad.
Here we are at the pasta, which is very nice and hot, sir.
I'm pouring the pasta in the colander. Now, how long did this stay in the colander? Seconds. Very hot. I'm adding it to my egg. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Now, I am stirring my pasta, and my egg is being cooked by the heat of the... See how it's starting to stick to the pasta? It's like a carbonara. There's no butter in this. There is a little olive oil. See the basil? Oh, isn't that fun? Okay, folks, here's what we do. I'm going to now take the crispy onions. Now, look, see these onions? These are the kind that... Oh, look, you see? You know what's wonderful about these? They're brown and delicious. Now, we take this and we pour this on the pasta, just the onions. Here we go. Pour... Oh, don't tell me that's not fun. Okay, now... I'm going to toss this like this. Oh, please, isn't that fun? Okay. Now, some more. Fresh basil, grated cheese. There you go. Isn't that fun? Wow. You see, when you get a spoonful, you get a little egg, a little onion, a little cheese, a little basil, a little olive oil, and it's awfully good. My son Peter was eating this one time with Michael and David, and it's a winner. Okay, Lucy's pasta's ready.
È niente professionale.
No, ma fammi sentire una canzone. Piccola, una canzone piccola.
Quando viene appuntamento, guardo mare, guardi stella. Si ti parla e non risponde, stai distratta, ma perché? Quando si dice sì, viene la mente. Non sa da fa morire, non ancora manda. E ma la sa.
La cantatore. Ma come ti chiama?
Mimmo, a servirti.
Bimbo?
Mimmo.
Oh, Mimmo. Guarda, ma tu you have a restaurant?
Yes, sir. Vieni a pensa a me.
Ma
Capiz.
fammi vedere. Ok. Oh mamma, biscevitte baccalà. Oh mamma, biscevitte baccalà.
Oh mamma, visce fritte baccalà. Oh mamma, visce fritte baccalà. Oh mamma, visce fritte baccalà. Guarda che mannaggia, baccalà. E pure baccalà.
Hello. Oh, is it good?
Oh, it's magnificent.
Megan, what's your name?
Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hi,
What's your
Dom.
name?
Leslie.
Leslie, nice to see you. Oh, what are you having?
I'm having zucchini clams.
Soup of the clams and
Lovely. Have some.
linguine. Oh, no, it looks delicious. You're having
Eggplant parmesan.
eggplant parmesan. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Look at these loaves of bread. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, hello. What are you having?
Spaghetti marinara.
Spaghetti marinara. What's your name? Carlo.
Amanda.
Amanda. Nice to meet you. Oh, that's wonderful. Bon appetit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're the chef.
Angelo.
Angelo. Come on in. Pepe, how are you? Pepe,
how are you?
Nice to see you, son of a gun. Everybody's Neapolitan. Come on. Let's go in. Okay.
This is a big table.
I know. It's a very big table, you know? It's too big. Hey, Carol, we need company.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, am I so glad. The mushrooms look good. Could you pass the wine over there? Oh, good. That's terrific. Look at that. Carol, give me a piece of bread, too. Oh, that's nice.
Here we go. All right, here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to health and happiness. Vicindan. All right. Now, this may be my most favorite food in the whole world. It's called Kalamata. And what it is, it's a small animal that has little, I guess they call feet. I don't know. And so we're going to separate it. We're going to discard the eyes, and we're going to save the feet or the tentacles. There's a little thing in here, a plastic thing, that has to be removed, or use it as a pen. And then what we do is we take the eyes and throw them away. I just don't want anybody looking at me while I'm eating them. And this is used very much for a salad, but you can chop these up and put them into the stuffing, because we're going to stuff them today if you want. My recipe does not call for that. That's optional. But we're going to put some garlic in here, and we chop it up very, very, very fine. And we're going to put some breadcrumbs. Here we go. Some fresh parsley, beautiful. Some grated cheese, okay. Also some fresh basil. I'm going to put some pepper, which is the mill right over there, along with an egg. Some pepper. Good. Now we mix that up. All right. Now you can do 2 pounds at a time or 3 pounds at a time, but this is something that will get to cook in a tomato sauce, and it's real simple. And stuffed Kalamata is wonderful after you make it, and you can serve it with pasta. You know, like spaghetti and meatballs. Well, this could be spaghetti and Kalamata, spaghetti and squid. Okay, so now we take a Kalamata, which looks like a little pocket. It's perfect for stuffing. And if you have a funnel that fits it, This fits it very nicely. Here we go. It fits it. So you put some stuffing in here, and you push it through. And you don't put much in there. You put very little in there because the stuffing expands. And here we go again. Okay. Okay. Oh, now this one's very little, so I need a smaller funnel to fit in there. Here we go. And here we go. Just push that through. All right. Here we go. So we have a little stuffing in there. See what's happening? Is it's the you mustn't put too much in. It's very important because they tend to kind of burst if you overstuff them. And so I'm going to stuff these. See, there's room for that to expand. I don't know if you can see. And these are going to be just wonderful. I mean, they're tender and delicious. And oh, let me just tell you something. Kalamata squid has no cholesterol, has no uric acid. So if you're not supposed to have shellfish, you see that with the leftover? Okay. If you're not supposed to have shellfish, this would be a perfect food for you because it's, first of all, inexpensive. Not everybody can stand to look at it. And it's very, very nutritious. And this is in there. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to cover this with your favorite sauce. And you place that in an oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and it just is tender and lovely, and it can be served as a protein with vegetables and a potato, or extra pasta, or very good on pasta. Let's put it in the oven. Beautiful. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Stuffed Kalamata, just for you. How you doing? Good to see you. Is there anything for DeLuise? No. Look at this. I think it's the garlic I asked for. Yes, my garlic came. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, look, Dom, all your fans.
Oh, this is fun. Choppy, choppy, choppy. I remember every time I watched Julia Child doing this, I thought, isn't she wonderful? How she can chop that garlic so fine. Okay, that's about 2 or 3 garlic cloves all chopped up. Today we're going to make my mother's meatballs. Now, you know, a meatball is a wonderful thing, and it's very individual. You can put anything in there you want. I know one person who took a can of vegetable soup, Campbell's vegetable soup, and mixed it with a ground beef, and then he made balls, and that's a meatball. That's a round thing that has meat in it. This is my mother's meatball, okay? The first thing she does is she takes 2 pounds of ground chuck, this beautiful, nice meat, and then she adds about a half a pound of ground pork. You can take some sausage, but about a half a pound of ground pork is going to go inside here. Then she takes about 2 cups of flavored breadcrumbs. After that, she puts in 4 eggs. Oh, 4 eggs, you bet. Now, there's going to be a lot of more moisture because not only do we add 4 eggs, we also add a cup of milk. All right, interesting. Now, besides a cup of milk, we're going to put in a cup of chopped parsley. I like the parsley because you see it. It stays in there and also gives it a nice flavor. And then some chopped onion. Ooh. A lot of people don't put the onion, but I chop it very, very fine. Very fine, and you barely see it. And then about a half a cup of grated Italian cheese of your choice. Some of the Italians, when they're having a festive meatball, add something called a pignoli. It's a pine nut, and it's very, very little. Here it is. It's real tiny, and it has a wonderful flavor. It's great with cookies, and also in this recipe. So I'm going to add, this is optional, half a cup of pignolis. What happens is that this all gets mixed together. Why don't you come in for a nice close-up of that so we can see all these great ingredients getting mixed up together. Okay. Now take the garlic, sprinkle the garlic in there. Oh, that's nice. Take the black pepper, right? And here you go. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mix it all up. Here you go. Here you go. And oh, you caught me. Oh, dear, you caught me. Yes, I do use my hands when I'm mixing this up. You can use a spoon, you know, but most people just wash their hands and just mix it all up with their hands and just get it all nice and mixed. And now I do something that a lot of Italians don't do. You can fry it in oil. However, I find that it's less fattening and healthier if you just take some olive oil and pour it on a Teflon cookie sheet and then just rub that oil around so that we have no resistance when we take our meatballs off. And here's what I'm going to do. I take an ice cream scoop and I take, this is in case you want to make giant meatballs. There you go, a giant meatball. 1 giant meatball or a smaller meatball or a teeny meatball. Now I find that these are very helpful, these ice cream scoopers. And I just make that. What I do is I put these in the oven for about 20 minutes. They get golden brown. And then I take a Ziploc bag and I simply put 20 of those meatballs in the Ziploc bag. Zip it up, put it in the freezer. When I want spaghetti and meatballs, I heat my sauce up, take that, drop all the meatballs into the sauce, and I have 20 meatballs that fast. Watch this. Voila! Okay, now you take these meatballs, you put them in a 350 oven for a half an hour until you hear the sizzling sound and your nose says, mm-mm. And I wait for them to cool off. Use them if you want, but I put them in the freezer bag at that time. Now I wanted to show you what the frozen meatballs look like. See, they're in Ziploc bags. I just got them out of the freezer, and here they are. You just dump them in your sauce. You see? That's what they look like after they're frozen. But now, let me show you what they look like in the oven. Here they are. They're done, they're done. Okay. Remember those wonderful meatballs we made before? Here they are. Okay, and what I do is I save them right in here. Oh, boy. There you go. They look good, don't they? And let me tell you something. You can serve these with potatoes and a vegetable. They're really very delicious. The other thing that you can do is put them in a sauce, in a spaghetti sauce, and they turn out really nice. I've been robbed. Anyway, I'm gonna have a highball, and I hope you enjoy these.
Meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs. You want to talk about a traditional Italian dish? I love to serve mine on fusilli because it holds the sauce. Oh, every Sunday I used to dream that my mother would please God make fusilli because those were my favorites. And when you sucked it up like that, you always got a little sauce right in your eyebrow. And of course, you always loved when my mother added the fresh basil from the garden. I can still smell it now.
Thank you very much.
You know, this is my son Michael. You know, one of the things that happens is that you get strong. Can you stand on your hands right now?
I can stand on my
Yeah, watch this. See, now he's very strong, so I can't do that. If I do that, I lose all my change. And what happens is that Michael is very strong, and he says, no beef, Dad, not too much fat in the food. He really wants vegetables. They ask for vegetables dinners. So we established that we could have pasta with a lot of... Can you get me an eggplant over there?
An eggplant.
Yeah. Now, the nice thing is... Oh, and then can you give me some carrots? I need some carrots. And also some onions, too. Carrots, onions, and a zucchini. And a zucchini. Good. Thank you very much. Okay.
Oh, this is nice. You know, one of the things you want to do is peel and slice and dice your eggplant so that you're going to end up with a bag full of cubed eggplant.
In the cubes, it's cubed here. Go ahead, Michael.
Cubed eggplant.
Cubed eggplant, right? So that, and then what happens is we got some oil in here. Oil, good. And then we're going to add some chopped garlic.
Cover the bottom.
Well, yeah, chopped garlic. Now I'm adding 1 onion, very kind of. Michael, would you stir that around a little bit?
Right.
Yeah, good. Now I'm putting in the zucchini. I'm putting in the eggplant. I put flour in the eggplant so it gets a little crispy. Here you go. Okay, there you go. Now just move that around. Very good. Now I add a carrot to this. Tell me what it's like to be 17. I'm very interested.
Well, I'm not like the normal 17-year-old. But
Are you enjoying it, or is it tough?
I'm not. I'm just graduating high school now. 2 more weeks and
You're going to go to Italy.
I'm gonna go to Italy, which I think that every 17-year-old should do.
Most Italian families have a garden, so they can grow fresh tomatoes, fresh basil. Our family has a garden, and I enjoy it so much. I must admit that part of the joy of having a family is my garden. I love to grow the corn, the string beans, the eggplant. It's like God's talking to you. I mean, and when God talks, you listen. Oh. Now you add 2 cans of crushed tomatoes to the vegetables. Michael, could you keep mixing that, please?
You keep mixing it?
Now you see, that's a lot of vegetables. Now in my book, I just have eggplant sauce. Now, that's good, but I'm telling you that I like it with the additional option on the bottom. So I put the option in, which is the carrot and also the zucchini with the onion. Now that just gets cooked up together, and you serve that on pasta. And I'll show you what it looks like. Just a minute. Let me just assume that that's all done. That gets to cook a lot, and then I still put little green stuff. I like the food to look kind of good, but here you go. Michael, you just tell me what this is like. Little piece of, oh, here, you just.
Okay.
Here, okay.
All right.
Okay, and. Oh. Oh, Your Majesty. I had no idea. Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Oh, Ferraras. That's great. Come on, let's go inside.
Oh, this is great. Ferrari pastry, that's really good. Okay, listen, I'm going to go to my mother's house. I need a nice selection. Give me 2 Papa Rums, 2 cream puffs, a couple of cannolis, and about 6 sfogliadellis. Sfogliadellis. How do you spell that? Sfogliadelli. If you're not Italian, you're in a lot of trouble here. Sfogliadelli. Oh, you did it already? That's the fastest thing in the world. You mean there's 6 sfogliadellis in here, 2 cannolis, 2 cream puffs? What'd you do? Give me the mini? I want the maxi. Oh, please. I wanted the maxi. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh, now I got the maxi. All right, here we go. Hello. Yeah, I want pistachio. I want lemon. Lemon. I'll have pistachio. All right, you want chocolate? Yeah. Let's say chocolate, pistachio, vanilla. No, that 1 chocolate for you. Okay, here you go. 1 chocolate for you. Here's your spoon. Here's that. And give him vanilla. Give him vanilla. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, boy. Much better. Oh, here's yours. Here you go. Here you go. And here, Phil, you are so lucky. Here you go. Hazelnuts. Oh, boy, that's good. Oh, wonderful. How much is this? $5. Run! In my book, I have desserts that are real desserts, but this is a dessert that tastes absolutely delicious, and I got it when I was a Weight Watcher. I'm still a Weight Watcher. I watch my weight all the time. But it's a very good dessert. It has apples in it. Now, you just simply take these lovely green apples, and you discard the center. You know how that middle part that you don't want, and I'm going to just cut them up into nice-sized pieces like that. Okay, I've already done that, and here is a nice pie plate filled with apples, and the juice you see in there is a lemon juice to keep them from turning brown. I'm going to simply add some walnuts in that. That's very simple. I'm going to add some raisins in that.
Look, folks, this is very simple. I make it all the time. I'm covering it with grape nut flakes. Now, there's no sugar in grape nut flakes. Isn't that good? And I'm just taking this and I'm pouring apple juice over the top to wet those. Now, apple juice, get the kind with no sugar. So far, nothing has sugar. I take this and I put it in the oven. Come with me. For 1 hour at 300 degrees. So here it is. In the oven. Oh, there's one in there already. It smells so good. Oh, is that lovely? Okay. So now, here's our pie. Ooh. Oh, doesn't that smell good? And you see, when you open it up, you got the cooked apple, and you got something that resembles a crust with the grape nuts, the raisins, the soft, sweet apples, and it's really wonderful. People think it's a pie. They just eat it. I mean, if you can't have sugar, this is very good. This is great with non-fat yogurt, buttermilk, or ice cream if you've had enough of no sugar. But enjoy. Ow, that was hot. See, but remember, it's hot.
The Empire State Building, here we are on Sullivan Street. How about the Feast of St. Anthony? 1, 2, 3, yo!
Look at this, the Feast of St. Anthony. Oh my goodness, it's a bird. I don't mind if I do, bird.
Hey, Father, bless me, Father, for I have Zeppelin. Yeah, bless me, Father, for I have Zeppelin. 9, 10, 11, 12. So, one more, Joey. Hey. Having a nice time? Zeppelins, get them while they're hot. They're hot. If they're not hot, we'll make them hot. Hey.
Zeppelins. The Italians have Zeppelins. In New Orleans, they call them beignets. Or Benghazi or something, but it's in oil. It's wonderful, and it comes to the surface, and it's brown, and you put powdered sugar on it, and you bite it, and you go, You can't resist going, It's so simple. You take a cup of water and some yeast. It has to be lukewarm. Like if you wouldn't put a baby in it, don't do it. You know what I mean? If it's too hot, if you go like that, it's going to kill the yeast, so don't do that. So you stir that around and you let that sit. You take a cup and a half of flour. This is just for a few people. If you're going to have the Feast of St. Anthony, they do it bigger, okay? So now you take that and you slowly stir this around and you add that to your cup and a half of flour. Here's what you're going to do. This is going to sit down and it's going to rise. At the Feast of St. Anthony, they literally use 50 pounds of flour. Let that kind of become a ball. Okay, now you just have to trust me because I don't have all the time in the world. I have something in the oven. Okay, so you take this ball and you place it inside. I place it inside a Ziploc bag, and then it triples in size because the yeast is going to do that. So then I open the bag. Here's the Ziploc bag, and I'm opening the bag, and I'm going to take some of that. And you can wet your fingers. I'm going to wet my fingers a little bit. And then you take some of this dough and you drop it in the oil. And here you go. Now, this is called a zeppoli. And at the Feast of St. Anthony, you get 3 of these. It's great. They heat their oil in a vat. Now, you see what I'm doing? I'm just ripping. I'm ripping at this. And any shape that I drop in there is going to be the correct shape. The correct shape. See that? Don't touch this. It's very hot. Okay, I won't. Now, I'm turning these once, and at the Feast of St. Anthony, they have a skimmer the size of a tennis racket.
Here you go. Zeppelins, get your Zeppelins here. All right, here we go. Get them while they're hot, get them while they're hot. All right, Zeppelins, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one for your father. A little flat powdered sugar there.
Zeppelins. This one's done. As soon as it gets golden brown, put it on paper towels. Oh, my goodness. You see, I think peasants have a wonderful time because, why? They got no money. So they become very inventive. This costs a nickel each serving. And then if you're having a Feast of St. Anthony.
Zeppelins, that's it. Get them while they're hot. Here you go.
Now I take this and I put some powdered sugar on it. Here's powdered sugar on it.
Here we go, a little more. All right, here we go. Get your Zeppelins.
You can serve this to the Queen of England. You know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. Even if she gets a little of this on her fancy lace collar, I mean, go like this. It doesn't matter.
Zeppelins. Look at that. Oh, that's really, my God, that's really scary. Come on, let's just go over here. That's really something. Look at this, look at this. Look at that bird.
Oh, look, Carol. Look, oh, it's a handsome cab. A horse. A white horse. Let's go down.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing? Listen, we'd like to take a ride.
Sure.
Okay, what's your horse's name?
Princess.
Princess.
Yes.
All right, Princess. Can you take us for a ride? Yes, Princess said yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's get in.
All right, Princess. Up, up, and away.
New York, it's a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the battery's down. The people ride in the hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a wonderful town.
Hi. What's your name?
Mary and Mary? No kidding. What are you, sisters?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. Where can I get some nice Italian food around here? Mulberry. All right, I'll go to Mulberry.
You want good cappuccino, Cafe Napoli.
Cafe Napoli. Thanks a lot. What's your name?
My name is Josephine.
Josephine. Josephine, thank you very much. I needed a cup of cappuccino real bad.
Really, the food is excellent. You get a good home meal.
Yeah? Good.
Teresa Mino, right on Grand Street.
Teresa Mimo. Okay, gang.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. This is my wife. We're going to, oh, this is my friend.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see you
All
around.
the movies.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don, don't let Burt Reynolds hit you anymore.
No, I can't hear you. Wait, say that again.
Don't let Burt Reynolds hit you anymore.
Don't let Burt Reynolds hit me. That's right.
Every time he gets to you, he just smack you all over the place.
He smacks me all over the place. You see, I told you that.
Why?
Well, because he likes to hit me. I'm going to tell him.
I think you're a great guy.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm going to tell Bert. That's
He's a very
good.
nice guy.
Okay.
I really like you.
All right.
Wish you good luck. God
Thank
bless
you.
all.
Thank you, too. All right. Bye-bye.